would be traveling next week because I have my client to accompany the buyer. So where is your buyer located?
The buyer is said is be there this week in Conakry.
In Conakry. Okay.
So I know that you dealing with that side.
That's correct.
Because me, I'm in South Africa. Yes.
We have gold in Conakry. So does the buyer was talking to someone else in Conakry or what?
No, he didn't talk to someone, and he just told me that if I can get a seller in Conakry, so I can link him straight to you.
Okay. Create a group chat. I want to interview the buyer. I don't want the buyer to travel without any formal invitation because Conakry has changed the policy because it is a new government. Right.
Okay.
The new government would not allow any foreigner to take the gold out of the country without full payment.
Is it?
Yes, because the old administration, the president was arrested last year, September, and he was being ousted because of the corruption is very rampant, and the country was losing income. Yes.
Yeah, true. So tell me, ma'am, you say you dealing with Mali and which country as well?
Conakry, Mali, and Sierra Leone. Yeah.
Okay, because I have a buyer in Dubai. So that buyer, he want to buy coal as soon as possible as well.
I would be in Dubai I would be in Dubai next week.
Is it?
Yeah, I would be tell him to meet me, but I need to interview him because my time is very limited. I only stop over in Dubai for 3 days.
Okay.
So
you have gold in Dubai.
No, we don't bring gold to Dubai. The gold has to be paid before the gold leave the country of origin. There is no way that gold will come to Dubai to a stranger. There's no way.
Yes.
Because that is money.
Yes.
That is money he is buying.
True.
Yeah. I can put him to Conakry because Dubai and Conakry is just only one stop.
Okay.
Emirates to Emirates Airline Thursday and Saturday.
On Saturday, which Saturday? This coming week?
No, two times a week. Emirates fly to Conakry. It's scheduled Thursday and Saturday. Yeah.
Thursday and Saturdays. Okay.
But I need to interview the buyer because we don't entertain buyers without knowing who is the buyer and how he is able to pay. Because this is not CIF.
Yes.
This is cash F.O.B bank to bank.
Yeah, if it's F.O.B, how can he pay because he's in Dubai?
No, we have to have a contract. We need to have a contract so that he would tell us who he is, and then we will send him the contract of his order.
Yeah.
We always do in a proper way, not a shortcut way. What's your name again?
Okay.
Your name again? Sisha. You're from South Africa,
yes,
right?
I spoke to you, I'm sure, 2 years ago, if you remember.
Well, I took thousands of time wasters, excuse my language, thousands of them. They are all jokers.
Yeah.
That is why I changed that I don't deal with joker. Buyers are jokers. It's a headache. It's a headache.
That's true. No, let me do this. Let me create a group now with a buyer from Dubai, and then you can start to communicate with him straight away.
Yeah, I have to interview him first on WhatsApp, and then I will tell him what time he's going to meet me because my time is very limited. I am with the buyer with me, so I cannot entertain their terms. They have to follow my terms. You got my point?
Yeah.
Because we only stop over because we have to meet some diamond cutter before we're gonna fly to West Africa.
Okay.
So you have to tell the buyer.
To organize the gold.
Sorry?
To organize the gold, it take you how many weeks?
Well, 7 days. He has to travel with me. He has to. He has to travel.
So now, if maybe you don't want to go to Africa, what can you do on that?
Well, I'm sorry, I don't deal like that. He has to travel to see what he's buying before he pay bank to bank. He has to travel because he has to meet the office and he has to establish his business relationship with us. Without meeting, we're not interested. He has to see who is the seller. Yeah. If you want to continue, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, because you see in Dubai, I have two buyers. Other buyer, he want to buy the gold in plates refinery because he have an account there.
Well, that is his account, but he has to buy from us and then send it to his refinery account. But he has to pay bank to bank. He has to transfer the payment from his bank account to the seller's bank account because central bank would not issue the certificate of clearance. Wouldn't. He has to pay the gold to the owner of the gold in order to show the cash inflow receipt, his payment. Without that, he would not get the gold from Conakry either. Yeah.
Okay. So you can cover me on the commission.
I will. Just don't worry.
Okay.
Just bring him because I am going to interview him.
Yes.
I can reject your buyer at any moment. I can reject your buyer. Yeah. If the buyer want his term, immediately I'm gonna tell him, I wish you good luck.
Okay, no good.
I think you already read. Right you already read the procedure. Don't be excited because I'm not interested to be excited. On your WhatsApp, yes. I've given everyone an opportunity. Read the full corporate offer, and then tell the buyer, yes, I can source the supplier the direct. He is buying direct to us, okay? And if your buyer will say, bring gold to the Dubai, immediately I'm going to tell him, I wish you good luck. Don't waste my time. Because gold needs an export documentation in his name, a custom clearance, assay report, the ownership that he paid the gold. Without that, he wouldn't get the gold from us, even to the other seller. If the other seller say, pay taxes, then he's waiting for disaster because that's impossible. You have to pay the gold plus a valued added tax. That is normal, that the buyer has to pay the government sales tax. So we will add the price, government sales tax into the price. Right.
Yeah. So it take you 7 days or to do all those things?
That's correct. Because to transfer the payment, it would take 3 working days. Once the payment cleared to the seller's bank account, then the seller will apply the certificate of clearance that his gold is free of illegal activities. Yes.
Yes, okay. No, I trust you because some people there are scammers, those other people. So the buyers, they don't want to deal with them.
Well, there's a buyer from France stuck in Conakry. 1 month, he couldn't find the gold. And there's a buyer as well. He has an office in Conakry. He couldn't get the gold. I told him, bring cash, go to the jungle. Then you're gonna be chop. Yeah.
So we don't deal with the buyer already used already on the country.
No, we don't. That buyer is not a buyer. He's a broker. He's asking for cheap price. One guy from France, he said he's a buyer. When I interviewed him, he's a joker. He's asking for commission. I said, no, we're not interested. We want to deal buyer directly.
Yeah, true. That's true.
There's so many joker broker online. How much is my commission? I'm not interested.
Yes. 100%.
I'm very kind and generous, but you have to bring the buyer. We'll talk about how I'm going to compensate you, but you have to bring a real buyer. If not, I'm sorry, there would be no deal at all because we are sick and tired. Wilhelmina's sick and tired dealing with time waster. people doesn't like Wilhelmina, well, that is not my problem.
Yeah, that's true, ma'am. That's true. That's true.
I was being
understand.
blogged that I'm a
Cause
scammer. I don't know how much I scam them. Yeah,
Yes. So you based where?
I'm based in
Your
Australia.
country?
I am the extension
Oh,
of
in
the
Australia.
seller. I'm the one who will
In
receive the
Australia.
order. I'm the one who will say yes
Okay.
or no. I'm the one who will advise
Oh,
the
that's good.
head office to proceed or not to proceed. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
My
good.
seller give me the
Yeah.
authority to sell it. But everybody has to come to Wilhelmina because I'm the only person who show my face. Did you not watch my video on my YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, cause some they say they are the sellers. When you see, you just see the profile here on the WhatsApp, and then that is not him. When you see his face now, and then he disappear. Once he need the money, he run away.
We don't ask the money.
Because I
He
know
has to.
you want straight things. You want straight things.
We don't ask the money. The buyer has to show the proof of fund, his bank statement, that he has available fund before we going to invite him to travel. And Wilhelmina, when the buyer use Wilhelmina services, I do charge my travel cost to accompany the buyer so that he would not be duped, so that he would not be deceived, so that he would not be scammed.
Yes, ma'am.
But if he cannot afford to pay, to me, he is not a buyer. My services is not for free.
Yeah, true.
People think that, oh, I have a buyer. No. You read the full corporate offer. Very simple. All question and answer is on every video. This is my online store. People can shop.
Yeah.
But if they don't have the money, well, good luck. I just rejected the buyer. Oh, they are really they are liars. Oh, we are the buyer and the buyer. And then when we have about him, he's asking for bank instrument, and I told him, you don't have the money then. Why you gonna use bank instrument? It took 100 days to apply for bank instrument. This is cash. Gold is cash. We don't do CIF, cost insurance and freight. The buyer asking cost insurance and freight only, which is CIF. That buyer has no money.
Yeah.
Gold is cash.
Okay.
Gold is cash. Gold is money.
Yes, true.
Buyer,
So you dealing.
go ahead.
So you're dealing with only Mali only in Africa.
Mali,
Or some
Conakry,
other
Sierra
countries?
Leone.
Or Sierra Leone as well.
Mali, Conakry, and Sierra Leone. But I have to interview the buyer. We have tons of gold, but we don't sell to the buyer that cannot afford. He must have the money to show us. We have the gold, he has the money, then we can do business. If he doesn't have the cash, then we cannot do business.
So you do even the stones as well.
Sorry?
You selling even the stones as well.
Yes, we sell it diamond, yes.
Okay, no good. Let me speak with that bar from Dubai. I come back to you immediately. Once it's agreed, I can create a group. I let you know just now, man.
All right. So that's good.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. So go back to your WhatsApp and read the full corporate offer. Watch that video.
Yeah.
Don't be excited. People are excited to meet me in Dubai. I'm not interested to meet them unless I have to interview them because my time is very limited. I'm tired dealing with the fake buyers in Dubai. When I was in Africa, I stopped over in Dubai 2 years ago, and last 2020, they're all brokers. They are all brokers.
Even in Dubai, there's brokers as well.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of broker. Yeah, they come to me. Oh, Mrs. Ford, we have a buyer, a refinery. Okay, why refinery cannot find the gold? Yeah. And then when I interviewed them, they said they are buyer. Middle of my conversation, he has a buyer. What a waste of time. And I told him, guys, you have to learn how to communicate with this woman. You come to see me, you're gonna say you're a buyer, but at the end of our conversation, you have the buyer. To me, you are not a buyer then. Yeah.
That's true. No, I'm happy because you're dealing direct with the seller straight away.
I am mandated. The seller hired Wilhelmina to market to the world. I am the extension
Mm.
office.
Yes, yes, good, good, good.
By
So you're working at home?
yes, I am a digital online office.
Okay.
I only travel when the buyer is real. I only travel to accompany the buyer if the buyer can afford. Because I am charging the buyer for my travel expenses in order to accompany the buyer. If the buyer cannot afford, meaning to say he is not a buyer.
Yes, yes, true. That's
Because he
true.
is buying $500,000 here.
Hmm.
Yes,
How can now we don't afford to pay you for your expenses if we
correct.
can buy the millions?
That's right. So they think that gold is banana. Even banana, there is a price. Even bread,
Yeah, the banana is money
banana is money.
and bread as well.
I went to grocery to buy bread. Bread is $3.50. Hmm. I cannot
Dollar.
I cannot get the bread from the grocery without my $3.50, and this gold is $58,000 in the world market. Yes.
Hmm. Ah, hmm.
Yeah. Dubai is notorious
Yeah.
as well. There's so many joker fake buyer.
But some people they say no, Dubai it's only the real buyers in Dubai because they have money there.
Oh, that's not true. They are broker to the refinery. They are broker to the jewelry manufacturer.
Hmm, hmm,
Yes,
hmm.
I don't mind
I
dealing with him,
understand
but
now.
the buyer has to send a formal letter of intent, their order, because we need to scrutinize the buyer, whether the buyer is real or notorious, because there are so many notorious fake buyers in this industry. Yeah.
Yes, yes, true.
If
That's
the
true.
buyer asking
So,
CIF, meaning to say he's going to launder, he's going to leverage, he doesn't have the money. He can only afford to pay the shipping cost and insurance. That is normal.
hmm,
That the buyer has to pay the logistic shipping cost. That is normal. The buyer has to insure the good. But he has to pay the product before he going to pay the insurance. You got me?
yes, yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes.
So any question?
Ah, so if maybe I can get a buyer from India, how can you do on this one?
Oh, Indians are bargainer.
Yeah,
I'm
India,
sick
yeah.
and tired dealing with
They,
Indian.
we don't dealing with them.
In the Indian, very rare Indians is real. They always bargain, 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 bargain. But when you go to their shop, no bargain. Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, uh.
They're
I
asking
know,
cheap
but
price.
the one that I have, I trust him is there in what you call in Daha. Is in Daha.
Well, we'll see. Because in Dubai, all the jewelry shop owned by Indian.
Is it?
Oh yeah. They want to bargain, but when they make the jewelry out of gold, you cannot bargain. Go to their shop, no bargain. The price is price.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In
Yeah, these
downtown
people.
Soka, Dubai, the owner are all Indians. Yeah.
Hmm.
But go to their shop, no bargain.
But the most things there in Dubai, each and every one, they selling gold.
Yeah, because Dubai is a hub and the importation tax is very cheap. To bring gold in India, the importation tax is 12 to 15%. To bring gold in India, that is why every Indian they use Dubai because Dubai is very cheap importation tax. Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's why they said in Dubai. So some there is no tax there.
So there's no tax. I think uh, to bring gold in Dubai, you only pay portion of the value of the gold. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
seller is paying.
So
The seller is paying to his government, government sales tax, right? So our
yeah.
price is tax included. The government sales tax is already on the price we calculated. Everything is in there.
Hmm.
But our selling price is premium, not cheap. We don't sell 35, we don't sell 40. Our selling price is LMA based on the world market. Take it or leave it, you can have it. If not, Good luck. Hmm.
So you don't sell on this price that they sell in Africa like 45,000 US dollars or 40,000 US dollars like that.
That is gross. That is the saving price. When you arrive in that particular country, is no longer because there is a charges. So the seller would not tell you that. Wilhelmina is telling everything online. This is how you're gonna pay. Our selling price is premium, tax included, excluding logistic cost, and the buyer has to insure the gold. You never know, the gold might be stolen on the way to the destination, so he has to insure. Hmm. You got me? I cannot hear you.
I said there's a lot of scams outside there.
Okay. People say, oh, I want to buy 40,000, 45. That is gross. You add that one, you add the government sales tax. It's still the same, 52 or 53. Oh,
So, okay, it's fine. If the buyer want to come himself to buy that site in Africa, so you allow that.
sorry?
If the buyer said, okay, it's fine, I can come by myself straight to Africa, so you can allow that.
Yeah, but we have to know your business registration. You cannot just travel to Africa. Who is going to entertain you? You would not be entertained to walk in the office. You never know, you are a hold upper. The owner of the gold would not entertain anybody because there's so many hold upping. You never know that buyer pretending to be a buyer and then he gonna hold up. Gold is money. I have to scrutinize who is the buyer, and we will invite him. We will send him the visa invitation, and I have to gather his business registration, importation license, his passport copy. He's a proof of fund. If he cannot convince us that he has available $500,000, to me, he's not a buyer. He's not. What a waste of time.
Yeah, now I understand. Because some, they said no, they want to buy on that price, like 40,000.
Okay, good luck.
Now,
Good luck.
the issue to take it to his country, he forgot that it's another money.
Well, 40,000, it's only 13 carats. We're selling 22 plus carats. Yeah.
So which thing is expensive now, gold or diamonds? Which one's expensive?
Both.
Both.
Because diamond
But
can
which
make
one
into
is-
necklace, wedding ring, bracelet, and earrings. Both. Gold and diamond is precious. You must remember, you are African. In South Africa, you go on Debers. You will not be entertained in Debers building unless you have the money. You cannot
that's
just
true.
you cannot just walk into the office of Debers. There's a lot of security because that diamond is money. Yeah.
Exactly, it's money, and then it's dangerous. You can't just walk around the
You
street
cannot
with the
just
things.
walk around in the office of Debers because you never know you're gonna ransack Debers. No. They are very
But I'm sure
strict.
your country, but I'm sure in your country it's safe. There's no criminals there.
There is a criminal here, but it's not much. In Africa, criminals are very rampant as well.
Yeah, no, in Africa it's bad. That's bad there.
That is why buyers say, well, Amina, where is your seller's office? And I told him, before I'm going to give my seller's office, I have to scrutinize you first. Because my seller would not entertain you. You never know, you are going to disguise that you are a buyer. Right. And then you're gonna hire goons to ransack my head office. No, that's not the way we do business. No.
Yeah.
I have to inform my seller that this is the buyer. This is his business registration, importation license, his passport copy, and proof of fund. Without that, you will never walk into our office.
Yeah.
The camera is everywhere. The CTV is everywhere. Yeah, you cannot just walk in.
So in Africa now, we have an office as well
Yes,
in Conakry.
my head office is in Conakry. My head office is in Mali. My head office is in Sierra Leone. They hired me to handle the marketing. I am the extension.
Yeah.
So people doesn't understand my role. My role is very different from joker broker. My face is a living proof that my seller is real. My video, my YouTube channel, my Facebook is a living proof that my seller is real. You can only get the gold when Wilhelmina be with you. But if I'm not around, it doesn't matter if he is my seller. You're gonna encounter disaster if I'm not around. You know, African is fickle-minded. You are African.
Yeah, I'm from Africa.
Yeah, they don't keep their words. They say yes, then the following they will say no. To me, when I bring the buyer, make sure yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, because once you bring the buyer, they said, "Oh, that thing is gone, or there's nothing," and then
That's
you're
right.
disappointed now, traveling with the buyer from far away.
Last year, I fired one of the sellers in Conakry because of carelessness, and the buyer from Korea, his gold was been confiscated in Morocco. They shipped the gold via Dubai and Morocco and diverted because the export documentation is not perfectly done. I fired mineral consulting group of company AURUM for carelessness. I have a transaction with him successful. Doesn't matter if he's my seller. It doesn't matter. I warn my seller. Any buyer complain, you're gonna be fired and you're gonna be announced on my platform. Fired. Yeah, I fired him last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Africa.
That is the reason why when I interview how much you can afford, how much money you have, and when I interview the buyer face to face, I ask the buyer, be honest to yourself. How much money available in your bank account? Your money would not be stolen. Just tell me. Oh, I have 300,000. So that is only 3 kilos or 5 kilos.
So for 300,000 US dollars or 300 million US dollars.
300,000.
No, 300,000.
I told him it's not worth it for you to travel because I'm going to charge the buyer. My travel cost is not cheap. Why should I travel with the buyer for free? I already given the buyer free information worth $1 million.
Yeah, for that is 100% clear.
I don't work for nothing. I'm very kind and generous. I put everything breakdown. Impossible buyer would not understand. Impossible.
Yeah, all the things is clear. I remember even of last year, the time I was supposed to bring the buyer to you, and then that buyer gave me all the video and everything. So after that, it didn't come back to me.
Well, we don't give the gold with the buyer's name and video. That is enough. We done that last year. The buyer, they use our product to put on his Facebook to find a buyer. We're not interested. The video and the pictures on my platform is real, original, no copycat. Yeah. If the buyer asking us, oh, send me the video on diamond with my name, and I told him, you're not a buyer. Our manifest is a form of video. It's on my platform. You select the video, you like it, then we can do business. In gold, there's a video on Mali and Conakry and Sierra Leone. Tell me how many quantity, then we can do business. If you just say, send me the pictures with my name, forget about it. We're not interested. You are not a buyer. Yeah.
Yeah, because the buyer that I have in Dubai, he said he's willing to take even 1,000 kg per week. He's not even.
I don't believe it. $1,000, 1,000 kg a week. I don't believe it. That's a bluff.
So he just make an example. He said even 1,000 kg. I said 1,000. He said if you have 1,000, I can take 1,000 right now.
No, I don't believe it. $53 million. $5,300,000.
1,000 kg.
No, I don't believe
It's
it.
5 million.
5,000,000, 300. That's
Mm,
it. If he can show me 5,000,000, I would believe it. But if he cannot show me blah blah blah, I wouldn't believe it. What a bluff!
mm,
He's just a bluff.
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
buy
But
bluff. I don't buy bluff because
yeah,
I know how to distinguish bluffer. Yeah.
yeah, true.
You mentioned my
Well,
name. Everybody knows my name in Dubai, but I don't know them
yeah,
because of my toughness. And I have my own YouTube channel and on platform on my Facebook. They're scared of me. I'm just true person. Don't muck around,
mm,
because if you muck around, you're a swindler. You are going to launder the gold,
yeah,
asking bank instrument, asking LC. People doesn't understand what is LC, letter of credit. You go to the bank and
mm.
apply for the loan. Gold is cash. Hmm.
I want you now to visit here in South Africa, and then I can link you straight to the mines here.
No, I
There's a
don't
lot
do
of
that.
mines for
No,
gold.
I promote finished product. I don't travel. I don't.
Mm.
My seller appointed me.
So,
They appoint me. I have a memorandum of understanding, and I meet them
mm,
already. I've been to the office. I scrutinize them. Then I do. Just to go for a stranger, I'm not interested.
mm. No, it's a proper mines.
Well, they can sell it.
The mine.
You have to sell it.
Mm.
You have to sell it. You have to help your people, not me. Yeah.
They think it's expensive.
Well, the gold is not cheap. Ram, you have a refinery in South Africa called Ram, right?
Yeah,
Ram,
yes.
he refined the gold into 99.99, from the Dore bar to 99.99. You will never get the gold in Ram. Why? Ram refinery already had a customer, right? And they
Mm.
are buying
Yeah,
gold
that's true.
in order to refine, to supply their customer, which is the bank. Yeah.
Mm.
Without Dory Bar, there would be no jewelry, there would be no spare parts, there would be no 99.99. Dory Bar is the main source of supply. Without Dory Bar, without Gold Bar Dory, there would be no 99.99. Yes.
Yeah, cause 99.99, it's a bullion.
It's a refine. They already make into gold
Mm.
bullion, but they have to buy first the Dory Bar. They have to buy first,
Mm.
and then they're gonna make into gold bullion. Yes, but most of the joker buyer
Mm.
doesn't know what they're talking. Hmm.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't
I
know.
know. No, it's okay, ma'am. Let me speak with that buyer, and then I give you a call. Once it's agreed, I can create a group, and then you can interview him, and then you can tell him if it's okay.
Just warn the buyer that Mrs. Ford is very strict, and most of the
Yeah.
buyer from Dubai knows me. He might run away
Yes.
from you. He might run away. I'm giving you the
Mm.
warning. Yes.
So, how about in sweets? You don't have any. You can supply sweets as well.
Once you created, and when he saw my name, there was a refinery owner, and one of his broker from South Africa, he created a group chat. I'm not going to mention the name of the owner of the refinery. And when he saw
Yeah.
my name, he ran away. Why? He knows me, and he signed a contract with us. He did not perform.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
And then when we send him the contract, I have his passport, I have his profile. I look at it. When we send him the contract, he said he wants CIF for 500 kilos. I beg your pardon. Hmm.
Mm.
So he doesn't have the cash. He's going to leverage in order to refine it and then supply to his customer. Then that's the time he will pay my seller. We're not interested. We have the gold, you have the money, we can do business. Yes. You got me? I think you were been disconnected.
Yeah, but the only people that I know that is serious about is the people from Turkish.
Okay. And then what the Turkish buyer wants? What he need? How? Why he want to buy gold? Why?
He need a gold. He need a gold. I just that I didn't get the gold that time. So I can ask him as well if you still need a gold.
Ask
So if you
him.
still need a gold, I can. Yeah.
Ask him what is the purpose why he wanna buy gold. Ask him
Yeah.
because gold has many uses. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
you got me.
I know. I know. Let me do this now. Let me speak with that Dubayan guy, and then I can create a group if it's agree, and then we can talk.
Yeah. So I'm
Because
just
this
giving you
meeting
a
this
warning.
morning, man.
When you mention my
Yeah.
name, they will run away from you.
I did see.
Everybody knows me. They're scared of this woman because I'm very brutal. I'm very frank. Yes.
Yeah.
You,
Okay,
you,
ma'am. I know it's okay. Let me speak to you.
you have the cash, we have the gold.
Yeah.
Then we can do
Cool.
business. Asking CIF, I
Okay.
wish you good luck.
Yeah. I know it's fine. Let me talk to him just now.
So you got you understand now my explanation to you?
Yeah, I'm clear. I'm clear. I'm clear.
I will give you my platform and also my YouTube channel. I want you to listen. Don't be excited. Don't. Don't be excited with the buyer in Dubai unless you watch the video, listen. I will give you my platform. You read it. The full corporate offer, all question and answer is there. You might learn out of that. Then there's a time you bring your buyer. Okay?
Oh,
Because
okay,
I don't
no
have
problem.
patience anymore with the fake buyers.
Yeah, it's true.
All right?
Okay, thanks, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for our conversation then. Goodbye.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. Good evening. The time here is 9 o'clock in the evening. We are on Monday. The price of gold, it fluctuates. Now, our selling price is premium, LMA, based on the world market. Whatever the price of the day on the world market, our selling price, because you are buying Dore bar, unrefined, we give you 8%. But if you walk into to our head office, my head office will sell to you 5%. Why I give you 8%? Because I'm going to travel with you and I'm charging you my travel cost. In spite of that, I will give you a very good negotiation on your behalf. Right? When you come to Wilhelmina's conference, be ready, be prepared. Because our full corporate offer is in front of you. Do not think that you will get the gold for free. Gold is not for free. This is money you are buying. You are buying money to make money. We have the solid money and you have the paper money. So you get the lighter, you burn the paper money, it will disappear in 5 seconds. You burn the gold, it's still gold. Right? So maybe you guys doesn't understand. How many times I explained to everyone that we are here to do proper business. But most of you buyers are crooked, greedy, selfish, looking for cheap price. What happened if you're looking for cheap price? You ended into disaster. There's a lot of offer online on WhatsApp, different group. People offer you 38, 35, 40. That is only to test you, Mr. Buyer, in order for you to grab it. But when you arrive on that particular country, it's no longer the price because there is a government sales tax. Right? Everybody has to pay that because that gold belongs to that country. That is the property of that particular country. So therefore, when the owner of the gold will export to you as Mr. Buyer, of course, plus government sales tax. Right? And then, when you take the gold out of the country, you have to pay the shipping cost. The shipping cost is 1.5% on the total sale value. You need to insure the gold in order for you to safeguard your gold. I'll give you another example. I always give an example on every video. I send a package overseas through DHL, right? The value that I purchased is $450 Australian dollar. So the DHL open my box because they have to transfer the goods to their boxes, DHL box. So the DHL itemized my goods, the value of $450. I bought some medicine or drinks to my sister-in-law. And then the DHL charged me the insurance to protect my goods. I don't have any complaint. Buying gold exactly the same. You're gonna pay the gold. You're gonna use the logistic, either Emirates Air Cargo or either Brinks. Now let's talk about Brinks. Brinks has nothing to do with the gold. Brink is the logistic shipper. If you have an account to Brinks, well, the Brinks will say, okay, we will pick up the goods to the owner of the gold. I have nothing to do with Brinks. I am not connected with Brinks. I'm just giving you an example because someone asked me Brinks to Brinks. Okay. Now, in every country, some there is Brinks. Conakry, there is a subsidiary. In Sierra Leone, they have subsidiary. In Mali, Air France. So, when you buy gold from us, we will discuss it because the seller has his own also shipper that he has been dealing. Even though the seller has a shipper, you have to be vigilant. Now today, because we are on pandemic, the goods or the gold or diamond must have a certificate of COVID-19. There was an issue last year and my seller was careless and the buyer have no idea because I wasn't there. The buyer cannot afford to pay my services, so I've given him a very good advice and I monitor his movement. But when he saw it, he forgot me. And I told him, you have to wait until Australian border would be open. I have to accompany you so that you would not be duped. So he's very in a hurry. He said, I'm going to pay you. He didn't pay me. He didn't pay my services. So now, 2022, I would not allow you guys to travel without Wilhelmina. If you cannot afford to pay my extra services, please stay away. Because I can guarantee you, you will encounter disaster. It doesn't matter if he is my seller or not. Because Africans are fickle-minded. He could detect that you are a bargainer, he would not entertain you even though you're going to be invited. And if you're going to call, they will not pick up your call. But if I am there, because I know the office, I have to be with you. But you have to pay my services. I'm very frank. We will discuss this when you have a conference with me. I will tell you how much I'm gonna charge my services. It's worth it for you to get the gold. If I'm not around, you can trouble, but if there is an issue, do not blame Wilhelmina. Do not. I'm gonna give you an option. You're buying $500,000 here, right? Which one you like? You travel alone. If there is an issue, Wilhelmina would not be with you. And don't blame Wilhelmina because you did not pay my services. But if I travel with you, I will ask the head office to give you 10% because I do charge you and I will give you back the money that you spend from me, for me. right? So you walk into the office, the seller say 5%. Which one you like? 8 or 10%. So when you resell it to your own customer, you get a handsome profit. Our price is premium, LME. Whatever the world market price, LME less 8%. Today the price of gold is, and I'm gonna go to the world market. Today is Monday. I'll go to the world market so that you have an idea. Okay, the price of gold today is 1,811.45 times 32.15. It is $58,000 per kilo. 58,238 per kilo. I'm gonna use my calculator. 58,238.11. Wilhelmina is giving you 8%. Okay? Less 8% minus again 58,238.11. That is $53,000, 579 per kilo on 8%. But if I'll travel with you, I will give you 10% because I charge you. So the extra percentage, it covers whatever you pay my services. At the end of the day, you are a winner. You owe me a favor. Now, my services is not cheap either. So, assuming today, because the price of gold today is Monday, 58,000. Assuming you make an order, okay? 58,238.11 less 10%. You have a profit of 5,823. Minus again 58,238.11. $52,000, 414 per kilo on 10 kilos or 10%. I will remove the 442. So you already saved the money. $52,000 tax included. I was the one who asked my head office, okay, let's put that tax included. And so, even though I've given you 10%, the government sales tax is already waived because of me. But if without me, the seller said, okay, less 5% plus government sales tax, plus shipping cost, plus insurance. Which one you like? And when the gold will be assay anywhere in the local refinery, $100 per kilo. So you have to prepare. If you order 10 kilos, because minimum order is 10 kilos, $1,000, be ready. You have to pay that to the local refinery who will give you the statement as a report that the gold is 22 plus, the purity is 96, 97. So that is the statement of ASA report. Then when you get the ASA report, you pay the full amount from your bank account to the seller's bank account. It goes to the correspondence bank in New York. Then from New York, goes to that country where the gold came from. So it would take 3 working days. So after 3 working days, that's the time the seller will apply the certificate of clearance to export to you. The information is in front of you. I would not explain anymore because you are a businessman. You should read, you should digest it because this is for your own benefit. No such broker explaining to you like this. No such seller explaining to you like this. No such seller at all. I'm just very kind and generous. Right. So you are lucky to meet Wilhelmina, and people say, and joker brokers say, oh, Wilhelmina is scam, is scam. What the hell is that? You are one of the scammer. Why? You're asking for CIF. You are deceitful. Don't you know the meaning of scam means deceive? You are deceiving yourself. You are. You're asking bank instrument. You don't have cash. You're asking letter of credit. You don't have the cash. So you are deceiving yourself. Yes. And the seller will deceive you. He will offer you cheap price. But when you arrive, what happened? Your disaster. There's one, a guy from Switzerland is stuck in Ghana. There's one guy, Japanese, is stuck in Kampala. There's an Indian stuck in Sierra Leone. There's an Indian stuck in Mali. Right? This from Dubai is stuck in Ghana. And then they come to Wilhelmina. I am not a babysitter. I only sell what my seller have. This video, if you're paying attention, impossible you don't understand. Impossible. Now, Mr. Buyer, don't be scared with Wilhelmina. Be thankful because no such seller explained to you like this. None whatsoever. Those joker broker hates my guts, they are all scammers. They're all deceitful. They collect information, cut and paste. I'm not interested to receive an L.O.I cut and paste. I want to see the buyer, his full information because I'm going to interview. I am going to help Mr. Buyer if you want to get the gold. If not, keep your money because we are not interested. You have the money, we have the gold. Thank you very much.